When my husband came, I thought that God would have me get married even later. I would just be courting for the meantime. But we were praying one day and then he called and he said, I received May 5, 2018. I'm like, that's like 6 months time. Are you joking?
Look at that.
But then I also received the word, so we were sure to go ahead. There were days when he would drop me off and I would just start crying.
Oh.
But so when sometimes people say, oh, you got it balanced and all, I'm just like, oh, if you know, right?
Let's talk about balancing family, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. How did your life shape the moment you stepped into marriage, motherhood, while still holding on to your dream of becoming a doctor?
Thank you so much for that question. When I met my husband, and like I was sharing with you earlier,
Yes.
the same trip I met him, on that same trip was when I got my admission for medicine. And I told him, I still want to go back to school. So he had to think about it and take a deep breath on it and come back and say, I'm sure about this. He said, he even came to when he came to my parents, he even told them that, because my dad had to say it, like, she still wants to go to school. And he was like, yes, I even want to have a school. I even want to have an hospital. I wanted to be a doctor, but it did not work out. I want to have an hospital. So it's okay if she wants to study medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said he was willing to go. When my husband came, I thought that God would have me get married even later. I would just be courting for the meantime. But we were praying one day and then he called and he said, I received May 5, 2018. I'm like, that's like 6 months time. Are you joking?
Look at that.
But then I also received the word, so we were sure to go ahead. And then getting married, I told you we're told to go home another 1 year. So it actually helped me in that building phase with my husband. I was home with him, had my baby. It was a building phase for us. But as our family started to get bigger and school became more intense,
Yes.
I had times that I didn't put it together. There were days when he would drop me off and I would just start crying.
Oh.
Because it was the fact that I was not really part of his life, and my daughter was somewhere with my mom, it all
That's a lot.
It would get to me, and
I can relate.
I'm trying
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh God.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm pretty much sure that someone else who is going through that journey right now can relate to how you feel.
Yeah.
And by the end of this podcast, they would see how you broke out without hiding exactly how you feel. And that is why it's okay for you to feel this way.
Yeah. It was really a lot. So when sometimes people say, oh, you got it balanced and all, I'm just like, oh, if you know, right?
Yes.
It wasn't uh, the most beautiful experiences. It wasn't, but it had to happen. And I'm so grateful for the support I had with my husband. He understood. He understood. And if I needed him to show up, he would show up. It will come around. It would say, oh, let's go out. Let's just go and spend some time together. And then I'll drop you off back. So it was really a strong season for me. And then I had to also be a pastor's wife.
And show up right.
And show up well. And people, like, they don't even know what you're going through.
Yes.
They feel like you are fine. I'm the one that has a problem. Pastor's wife, solve my problem. Right? But then you still have to show up well.
Yes.
Towards the end of school, I had a decision, because yes, I was doing well with school, but I was getting far from home. Anytime I'm going to school, because I'll drop off my children weekends, I'll go to school during the week. Anytime I'm going to school, my daughter will follow me to the door crying, especially Zoe when she was too much younger. She will follow me to the door crying that, oh, mommy, don't go, don't go. She would cry, cry, cry. And so it was getting really difficult for me as well. I had to make a decision to be at home more than I'm in school, which in a way affected school. Definitely, obviously,
Yes.
it affected school. What I would do when I get back to school, I would now look for people to help me. Please, what did they teach you? Please help me to get back to it. And I can also deny that God actually really made things easier,
Yeah.
especially my birthing seasons. Every time I was having a child, there would always be this break that would come from nowhere. It was when I got into school that they started to have um, a break in December. Normally, medical students don't have any break.
Wow.
But they started this break in December when I got into medical school. At the end of the year, they'll give us like 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks was just perfect for YMR. And it was just always perfect for YMR.
Yes.
Even when I had my last baby, there was just this strike that came up and I had to be at home.
I know that story, and
so God was always coming through for
yes.
me. I would always give the glory to God for helping me navigate through that season. So being a pastor's wife, being a mother, being a medical student, my marriage is a glass ball. It cannot break. So no matter what, that conversation, that intimacy with my husband has to continue, no matter what. My relationship with my children, my family is important. And so there were times when I was allowed to not do so well in some tests. So to say, we'll have some incurses and all, and they were not so perfect. Like, it's fine. I'll make sure I read better during the exams, right? And God always came through for me. So it was navigating the whole season was greatly with the help of God, with
Yes.
the help of people, right? My
Support
parents' support
systems.
systems. Like I said, my parents, my mom, she's a blessing. It was with the help of support systems around me. There was a time my mom even traveled. She went out of the country, and I was thinking how I was going to do it. And God brought in somebody that stayed with us that would help get the children's food ready so they could go to school. I would also have to travel down to Lagos that day, come back the same day. And I was on that journey. I'm grateful for our drivers that have driven us at different times, because sometimes they will stay in school, take me to school, have to wait till I'm done. Sometimes late night calls, come and pick me by 11 p.m. in the night after call. And they were always faithful, and they really, really helped me. So this journey was a journey with everybody.
An
Everybody.
entire community. When you talk about it takes a community to raise a child, it takes a community to also help, this journey move forward.
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot. I think that, well, I've always known that for people who do a lot, they need the kind of people who also just ask them, are you fine? How are you holding it together? I think that's another lesson from here. Don't just assume that because they are high flyers, because the mistake a lot of people make is, oh, you're an high flyer, so you have it all together. No, sometimes an high flyer does not want to stand up from their bed.
Yes.
They just want to be they just want to be in bed all day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, so please do ask someone. Now let's talk about your husband, because the second question you've answered it. I was going to ask you how you were able to navigate through, but you've just been able to, tell of the people around. I mean, you went down to your driver, and that's a big deal. Now let's talk about your husband. Of course, we know that he has played a major role. Well, we can't just say, oh, he played a major role. How has he stepped in for you through this journey? Like you said, your marriage is a glass ball. It must not break. And it doesn't take just you for a glass ball not to break. Because if you're not playing your part, something is complementing what is missing. Tell us about it.
Oh, my husband, God bless him.
Amen.
God bless him. Apart from the emotional encouragement, there was also financial encouragement, right? Even though when I started school, my dad would say, we're the ones sponsoring you to school. So even sometimes he would still send me pocket money. Like, take this money, you're not working. If you need money, I will send you money. Sometimes we just randomly send money to my account. And at that time, my husband was still on our journey. We're still trying to get everything together. But still, my husband will make sure that my school fees was paid. he would support in that area. I spoke about the fact that sometimes he would come and take me out from school and let's
Yes.
just go and rest somewhere and bring me back. The days he would say, I'm taking you to school myself. He will
Oh,
drive me down to school. So he knew all my friends, my roommates. He knew everybody. He had that relation with everybody. I remember there's I can't say there was any birthday that I had in school that people did not know that was having a birthday in school. There was a particular one. It brought the entire community
my
from
goodness.
church, his sons and daughters, with a saxophonist
Oh
to the
wow.
front of my hostel. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
He had
I
planned it
can
with my
imagine.
roommate and to the front of the hostel with a cardboard and all of that. And they were playing, and my son was dancing, and they broke it out. Oh
Pidani
my
is extra
God.
like that. Let's just leave it.
It's extra.
It's extra
And
like that.
he would always just let me know how much he's proud of me, how much he's encouraging me to push on. There were days when I'm like, babe, I've not read. I've
Oh
not read. I'm not ready for this exam. And he'll tell me, don't worry, you will pass. Don't worry, you will pass. It was always that voice that is telling you, hey, I'm rooting for you. You can do
yes.
this. You
Yes.
can do this. And so I always had that voice
Hmm.
with me
Yes.
and prayers as well. I'm starting my exam today. We were practically doing all the courses together.
Oh.
Like I'm doing psychiatry now. Do you know what just happened today? Do you know what they taught us today? So we would have that conversation. We would catch up. He knew all my courses. He
Wow.
knew almost every topic. If I needed somebody to teach,
The
he
intentionality.
was no it was too much. It was too much, and I'm so grateful for that support system in my life. Even with the children, he
Mm-hmm.
would tell me, oh, don't worry, if there was anything they wanted to keep away from me so they don't get me distracted, maybe one of
Yes.
my daughters was sick, he will keep it away from me. And so
Wow.
just focus. When you're done with the exams, we will talk about it. So I'm grateful for that support that he gave me as a friend, husband, pastor, man of God. He was always there, always there.
And let's talk about your children.
Yeah.
Let's talk about moments where you're like, nah, this thing is becoming too much. Did you ever feel like, I can't stop now? What would Zoe say about her mom? Her mom
Mm.
started the journey of becoming a doctor and then she stopped. Was there any way, was there any point rather in your journey you felt like I need to push through? I am raising two beautiful girls. I am trying to teach them something.
I think you said it really, because the days when she would ask me, Mom, are you a doctor now?
My
Are you a doctor?
goodness.
I should
Oh
resign.
my
Are you a doctor
goodness.
yet? I said, not yet. I'm still in school, not yet. And when I was finally a doctor, they were even more excited than I was.
Oh.
And they would carry my stethoscope. They would try to check my heartbeat and all of that. So the fact that I had made a lot of sacrifices and they have made a lot of sacrifices as well, I would definitely not want to let them down.
Mm.
I didn't want to let my husband down. I didn't want to let my children down. I didn't want to let any one of them down. So it was also a push for me that I need to finish this medicine.
Very
I need to
important.
finish it on time. I need to finish it well,
Mm.
right? So if I have to close up, I have an exam and all, I would prepare. Let me just pass.
Yeah.
Let me pass and get it through.
Yeah.
So they had their push as well
Mm-hmm.
in supporting for the success of the journey.
That's really beautiful to hear. At least Zoe and Zion would say, this is our mommy. She went through the journey and she became a doctor.
Yeah.
Was there any time you needed to just stop, take a pause, and do a restart?
Oh, the thing with medical school is there's really no pause, right? So you just keep going,
Mm-hmm.
right? You keep going. The highest break that they would ever give is after a professional exam. You
Mm-hmm.
have like 3 weeks. Maybe you're lucky, you get up to 4 weeks, and then you're able to take that break that you deserve. But um, my husband was always ensuring that I had some time out, sometimes, like intentionally.
I mean, if you hear him speak, you know he's big on that.
Yes, he is. If we're not lodging somewhere in Lagos, then it would be that you're traveling to with him out of the country. He was always keen on that. But then what I would also had was, even the times that I was not traveling anywhere, if I had to sleep, oh, I would sleep. I would sleep. I would sleep in the car. I would sleep when I had the time to sleep. I would sleep. It was Sleep was important,
Mm-hmm.
and caring for my health was also important. I cannot break down. I can't afford to break
You
down.
can't
So
afford to.
I would take care of myself and also eat well.
Mm-hmm.
Now we would try to lose some weight. But if I had to eat, I would
Mm-hmm.
eat well. If I had to sleep, I would sleep well. Sleep was important.
Very important.
It was important.
I think that's the best way to feel refreshed.
When I wake up in the morning, I do the school runs, and then I'm also running down to school. When I get to school, before I go for any lecture, I will first sleep. I'll first take that 15 minutes, 20 minutes sleep, so I can
Mm-hmm.
actually be awake to listen to whatever the lecturer was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I would first get that sleep, which was always needed.
Yes.
Right? Yes, that was it.
That's actually good to hear, because I mean, of course, you can't be driving, and then we get to see your husband, in the picture of making sure that you were intentional about getting some rest,
Yes.
right?